The GP-5 may be the smallest guitar pedal out there with the amount of features it has, and this, my friends, may be the smallest pedal board you can make with it. If you want it to be battery powered, have a standalone wah and volume expression pedal, and of course additional foot switches. Let's go through each item before we start building. First, we have the star of the show, the GP-5. A multi-effects, modular, IR and NAM loader, chromatic tuner, audio interface, Bluetooth music player, drum machine, the works. This cost 4,590 pesos. Here is the M-Wave Choco Plus to function as 4 additional foot switches to the GP-5. Check out my other videos to learn how to make them work. I got this for 1,450 pesos. Since the GP-5 only has Ottawa, I opted to add in the Vailton Surge EP1, so I can have a standalone expression pedal that can do both wah and volume control. Press the pedal enough here to change between volume and wah. 2,250 pesos for this bad boy. To power the expression pedal, we're gonna need a step-up converter cable that turns 5 volts USB to 9 volts DC center negative. I got this random China one for 100 pesos. To power all our devices in the board, we're gonna need 2 power banks. One to power the expression pedal, and one to power the M-Wave Choco. The rule is 1 power bank per device. The GP-5 won't need one since the Choco will be the one providing power to it via USB-C. Both models are the U-Green PB311. They have 10,000 mAh of power and both small and thin enough to fit on our board. 2 units cost 1,400 pesos. Next, we have two 30cm right-angled USB cables, USB-C to USB-C to connect the power bank to the Choco, and a USB-A to USB-C cable to connect the Choco to the GP-5. 280 pesos or $5 for both. 15cm flat patch cable to connect the expression pedal to the GP-5. 145 pesos. Here, we have a right-angle male to female guitar cable for 96 pesos. Just imagine, after putting everything together, there won't be space to plug a cable on the output of the GP-5. Hence, this cable extends the access to where we attach the cable going out to the amplifier, monitor speakers, PA, or earphones. Everyone's curious about this one. Custom made. I asked a local business that makes aluminum dog cages to make it. I gave them my desired measurements, 8.5 by 7 inch for length and width, 1/2 inch for height. There would be 4 1-inch horizontal bars separated by 1-inch spaces. With the board being hollow, the total weight is a measly 183 grams. To those in the Philippines, you can contact MDC Steel and Aluminum Works. After giving them the schematics, it only took them 1 day to make it. It cost me 1,000 pesos or 75 USD. We're also gonna need some feet or stand. These are generic attachable laptop risers I found online. I like this one because you have 3 height options: closed, short legs, and long legs. 200 pesos. Last but not the least, a roll of 3M dual lock tape to bind the pedals to the board. 1 square inch can hold 1 kilogram, so you don't need to use a lot. 1 meter costs 430 pesos. That's it. These are all we need for this project. For our viewers in the Philippines, you can buy most of the items I listed in my Shopee affiliate links below. Time to build. We start with the feet by attaching the dual-sided adhesive to the 4 corners of the board, and then attaching the feet after exposing their adhesives. Take note of the positioning. The hind legs should be facing opposite of the forelegs. They shouldn't all be facing in one direction. Afterwards, test the stability of the legs for good measure. Next, we attach the Choco to the board. We cut 4 pieces of 1-inch strips of dual lock, pair them together, and attach one side to each edge of the Choco's bottom. Not on the rubber feet, just on the flat surface beside them. We remove the adhesive on the other side, align the Choco to the bottom of the board, and then press hard to put it into place. For the first power bank, we cut a pair of dual lock similar to its width and combine them. This time, we put one side of the adhesive first on the board, around the left side of the second bar, so we can maximize surface coverage. Expose the adhesive on the other side and place the power bank parallel to the left edge of the board. The procedure is the same for the second power bank. Just put it on top of the first one. For the expression pedal, I found it best to remove its rubber feet as they will get in the way of the dual lock adhesive. I used a small cutter and my thumb to peel the sticky residue. Cut a pair of adhesives with length similar to the pedal's width to be placed on the first and third bars of the board. Expose the adhesives on the other side and then place the pedal. Time for the GP-5. 2 pieces of dual lock. Attach one to the GP-5 just below its top rubber feet and attach the other to the center of the board. Before locking in the GP-5, make sure it's already connected to the wah pedal using the patch cable, and also the right angle male to female guitar cable on the GP-5's output. If there are any miscalculations on the placing of the pedals, you can always remove them and just lock them back in after adjusting a bit. For example, there wasn't enough space for the GP-5 to fit in, so I moved the power banks a bit. Now for cable management. The USB-A to USB-C connects from the host port of the Choco to the GP-5. You can route it beneath the board and tuck the extra length in between the bars. You can also tape it to secure it into place. Don't worry, the cable won't get squished because there's allowance thanks to the feet we attached. The USB-C to USB-C connects the Choco's USB port to one power bank. You can twist and zigzag along the allowance beneath the power bank and route it to the left side of the GP-5. Finally, connect the step-up converter to the other power bank and route it to the expression pedal's 9-volt input on its right side. The cord is pretty long, but you can tuck it in on the left side of the Vailton in the meantime. With that, our mini GP-5 pedal board is done. You can bring this rig anywhere you want and play wherever you want, even without a power outlet. To those curious, the total weight of the board is 1.7 kilograms. It's either light or heavy depending on the person. For me, it's definitely lighter and more compact because my main board is nearing 4 kilograms at double the size. Here's what it looks like sideways, showcasing the different feet configurations. I also did a stress test for the dual lock to see how well it holds. It sticks like a champ, and yet it's very easy to remove by hand. Next, a quick sound test. One for lead tone, and one for boosted clean wah. Apologies for the subpar playing you're about to see. Oh, I was also able to use the mini pedal board in a recent live gig. No problems were encountered with the unit. And here are a few clips.
Sun is not gonna shine. Sandali lang, kahit ika'y hindi
That about wraps it up. If you have questions or violent reactions, I'll see what I can do in the comment section. Stay tuned for more, and see you in the next one. Please subscribe.